Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with the series finale of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And yeah, last time Bucky and Sam finally started bonding a bit more. It was really nice to see. Bucky also brought a gift from the Wakandans to Sam in the form of new vibranium wings, which we didn't get to see there at the end just yet, but I'm very excited to check that out this time. And the Flag Smashers are attacking New York. Why is it always my city? Why? Anyway, excited to see how this all plays out. If you want to watch the full reaction, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like, and let's get started. How long does it take for Sam to fly over? Oh, he's here already.
Are you supposed to be here?
It's me.
Sure.
Oh.
What the hell are you doing here?
Relax, no one's looking for me here.
Oh! Oh, that looks so cool. That looks so cool.
I wonder how much I can get for your new bird costume.
Maybe a baguette, a few french fries?
Il ne fait pas le moine.
Oh boy. Sam!
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Place a tracker on him? Oh. Never mind, not a...
Well, that's one down. Mercury vapor, amongst other things.
Mercury vapor?
You better speed things up, Sam. Chopper's about to take off.
Bucky! I don't fly, man. That's your thing.
Oof. Oh, nice. Wow. Oh, wow. Hi. Oh, whoa, 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 what just happened? Did he get hit?
Red Wing. See if anyone in there has flight training.
Red Wing? Red Wing!
Worst case scenario, we kill the hostages. We're supposed to use them to negotiate. To stop that vote. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Hold tight, move fast. One world. One world.
One people. One people.
They're not as up for this as she is, but they'll follow her. Oh. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Man. Walker. Frickin' Walker.
Let's finish this.
John. That shield just get dented. Oh. The metal's on the inside? I didn't even realize that. Parking meter. Oh. Whoa. Yeah. Oh my god.
Boy, you just earned this ass whooping!
Whoa. Holy crap. Whoa. Jeez. He's trying to kill her for sure. Oh. What? John? John Walker, come on. Oh, come on. What? Sam? Oh, Jesus. Oh,
That's the Black Falcon.
the Black Falcon. Ha.
Nah, that's Captain America.
You of all people bought into that bullshit.
I'm trying something different. Maybe you should do the same.
Man, he looks good with the shield on his back. Running with John Walker. How do we feel about that?
You know, when you came to Madripoor, you reminded me of a young me. And you betrayed me.
Because you wanted to control a world that hurt you. But I wanted to change it.
So you're the power broker.
I don't do blackmail.
They really just killed off Batra. Oh. Oh. Man, he's... Jeez.
Mercy bears richer fruit than strict justice.
Lincoln? Really?
Great man. Great
Lincoln.
quote.
Not when you say it.
No. Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
This doesn't feel like a victory. Ugh.
What happened to the flag smash? When is the government making Captain America? What do we call you? Is it still Falcon? Is it Captain Falcon?
Captain Falcon! Captain Falcon!
The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. These labels, terrorist, refugee, thug, they're often used to get around the question why.
I get it, but you have no idea how complicated this situation is. You just don't understand.
I'm a black man carrying the stars and stripes. What don't I understand? The stairs, the judgment. And there's nothing I can do to change it. Yet I'm still here. The only power I have is that I believe we can do better. Who's in the room with you when you're making those decisions? Is it the people you're going to impact? Or is it just more people like you?
Yeah.
You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to step up. Because if you don't, the next Carly will. And you don't want to see 2.0. Look, you people have just as much power as an insane god or a misguided teenager. How are you going to use it?
Sorry, I was texting, and so all I heard was the black guy in Stars and Stripes. Nice job, Cap.
Thanks.
Cap.
Suit looks good on you.
Thanks. One world, one people.
Who's this guy? Oh, it was his... Oh. It was his pilot.
Couldn't have worked better if I'd planned it myself.
Jeez.
Oh, well, maybe I did. No, I'm kidding, I didn't. Or did I? Anyway.
Now this is more like it.
Whoa.
It's the same, but black.
We're gonna need a U.S. agent.
U.S. agent.
That's great.
Keep your phone on.
Back.
Oh, he's coming to see... Oh.
I have to tell you something
Ah.
about your son. He was murdered by the Winter Soldier, and that was me.
Wow.
What you want, Black Falcon?
Black Falcon.
Learn some manners.
He ain't a Falcon anymore, but he's still black. You're special.
Wow.
You ain't no Malcolm or Martin. But
No argument there. But I know what I've got to do. We built this country. Bled for it. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me I can't fight for it.
shit, I almost bought that.
What?
Man, do you ever lighten up? Nope. Something I want to show you.
No way.
Now they'll never forget what you did for this country. Never.
Same damn exhibit as Steve Rogers. Best buds. Best buds.
The Carter name has always been synonymous with service and trust. Today,
Not anymore.
There may be an opening in your old division.
It would be my honor.
Welcome home, Agent Carter.
Super soldiers might be off the menu, but we're about to have full access to government secrets, prototype weapons.
God damn it.
Should be something for everyone.
Sharon! How would Peggy feel? Sharon freaking Carter. You made out with Captain America. You gave the eulogy at your Aunt Peggy's funeral, the founder of S.H.I.E.L.D. Compromise where you can, where you can't, don't. Even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move, it's your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye and say, no, you move. Where is that Sharon? Oh man. I remember back in like episode 2, I want to say, I was like, this series can't have a happy ending unless Sharon gets pardoned. Little did I know that it would happen, and I'd actually feel pretty shitty about it. And she's going to use her access to either S.H.I.E.L.D. or the CIA to benefit herself. Frustrating. Very frustrating. The episode overall, I think it had a lot of satisfying moments, and there were some really powerful and important conclusions for some character arcs, but it didn't feel like that much of a climax for some reason. And I mean, some of the action was really great, and I feel like I wish it took place like more in the morning so that the lighting was easier to see. But overall, I really like the series, and I thought this was a really solid ending either way. It's really cool that the Wakandans built this killer suit for Sam, vibranium wings, and I assume there's vibranium weave in that outfit too. It looked so clean, and the way that Sam was able to use his suit throughout the fight was fantastic. The shield and wings combo to deflect the falling helicopter, wow. And using the wings to like brace for an impact from Carly, that was just a lot of stuff that was really, really cool to watch. The attack against Batroc where he put the shield forward, it's like a shield smash, but he propelled himself forward with the jetpack. Really, really cool. But yeah, speaking of Carly though, her death, man, it doesn't feel great, honestly. I mean, the fact that Sam was doing whatever he could not to fight her, the fact that she was killed by the power broker, and I think she probably worked her way past being redeemed, but I didn't want to see her die. And I mean, it also sucks because there was a way forward for her ideals without all this violence. I mean, look at what Sam was able to do with just a stern talking to with the senator. Though I guess if Carly hadn't attacked in the first place, Sam's words would have fallen on deaf ears either way. But I don't know. In the end, Carly's story just felt sad more than anything. But yeah, the movement lives on without Carly and the other serumed up people after Zemo had his butler, I don't know what to call him. He had him blow up the transport the other super people were on. Yeah, Zemo didn't have Bucky killed before, which speaks to his belief that Bucky is actually like a good person and can be trusted with this power. He also didn't go after John Walker, though it's very possible that he doesn't know John Walker took this super soldier serum. I don't think that's public information, even though they haven't really made it super clear one way or the other. Speaking of John Walker, though, the show focused very much on the choice he made, go after Carly or save the people in the armored truck. And he made the right choice in that moment, so good for him. His new shield got dented the heck out of because it's not made of vibranium, but he really was a big help this time around. Unfortunately, I'm still under the impression that Julia Louis Dreyfus's character is Madame Hydra, and now she's made him U.S. agent with a very slick black costume. Um, I think there's enough good in John Walker. I mean, he was Captain. He wanted to be Captain America because he wanted to do good things for his country. But given the vulnerable state he's in, given the vulnerable mental state he's in, who knows what he'll do down the line. U.S. agent, I'm back. He says, I'm back. One little detail I really like though is that the medals on his shield were on the inside of the shield. When he was forming them in the post-credit scene of the last episode, I thought he was going to have them face outward. The fact that they face inward says a lot about his character, because when I thought they were on the outside, I thought it was him trying to remind the world about who he is and what he's done. But them being on the inside means he's trying to remind himself that he's a good person. And the medals aren't a way for him to show off, but to reassure himself. That's a very, very nice detail, I think. But it also points to the fact that he needs reassurance in the first place. And the fact that he's working for Madame Hydra or Louise Fontaine, whatever, I don't know what her name is. I feel like she can manipulate him whichever way she wants. And yikes. Not looking forward to seeing, or kind of looking forward to seeing, and kind of not looking forward to seeing what he'll be capable of in the future. We had Bucky's conclusion. I think large parts of his story were already wrapped up in the previous episode so that they could really focus on Sam in this finale, wielding the shield and being Captain America. But we did have a couple important moments with Bucky, his going back to Mr. Nakajima and confessing that he was the one who killed his son. I feel like I would have wanted to see a little bit more of that, but it offered him some type of closure. And after that, he was able to take the advice Sam gave him and work through the entire list, making amends, and then sending the book to his therapist to show that he's done what he's needed to do to really move forward. Even though John Walker had gotten him off of the requirement to do therapy, he still completed it. Hopefully from now on, he has no nightmares. He certainly doesn't deserve them. He doesn't deserve any of the bad things that's ever happened to him. But also, that was Steve's book. Like, hold on to it for, like, sentimental reasons. Now you just gave it to this therapist. Anyway. I think the highlight of the episode, though, has to be Sam. As great as it was to see him in the new suit, as great as it was seeing him fight with his new vibranium wings, the highlight of the episode was his humanity, his willingness to empathize with the downtrodden, and then his willingness to act on it. Like, he had to stop the violence, but then he helped those at the GRC to realize that what they were doing was going to hurt so many people, and that there had to be another way forward for them. That speech he gave with the whole world watching, Bucky watching, smiling, John Walker watching, realizing that this is what America needs, what the world needs, Isaiah Bradley watching him on TV as well. That was great. And Sam makes the very salient point that the people in charge, sending orders for troops to march in to kick people out, they're not doing this with the people in the room who are going to be impacted. They're only consulting with people more people like them. And I mean, has been the case so many times throughout history. I actually don't know. I think it's very, very rare for the people who are going to be impacted to be in the room. One thing I remember is that one particular example is the Sesta Fosta Act, which targeted sex workers, and they had no sex workers. It was the bill was meant to target sex trafficking, and it did a poor job of that, but they didn't even have sex workers who were going to be highly impacted by this bill in the room to testify. And I mean, yeah, basically it ruined a lot of livelihoods without actually doing anything for sex trafficking. So that was frustrating. So what Sam said in that moment about having people in the room who are going to be impacted, that really rung true. And he says we have to stop labeling these people terrorists, thugs, refugees, that those words are used to stop us from asking the questions why. And it's a very rough time this series is coming out, though. Like, when they shot this, they didn't know that the white supremacists were gonna storm the Capitol building in the US. Following Sam's logic, we have to show sympathy and try to understand what they did, why they did what they did. But I think there's a difference here, because with the people at the Capitol, they were bitter a guy lost an election, even though it was already rigged in his favor with all the forms of voter suppression out there. With Carly, she wanted to make sure people who were most at a disadvantage were taken care of, that millions of people wouldn't be displaced. And I think in many cases, Sam is right, of course. There are labels put on people that are done in the effort to silence and dismiss them. I mean, this show was shot before George Floyd was murdered, too, right? But yeah, there are people who demonize the protesters then, too, the Black Lives Matter protesters. So, yeah, going back to Sam's words, the important part is the why. Carly's why is because people are going to suffer so much if the GRC followed through. The why for Black Lives Matter protesters is that black people were getting gunned down by the police with zero accountability. And those are both extremely important causes. But with the Capitol attack, I'm okay with calling them terrorists because their why was they wanted to overthrow the democracy and keep their fascist leader in charge. Their why doesn't line up with reality. So if their goal is inherently self-serving to the detriment of everyone around them, and they went specifically to attack Congresspeople and overthrow the government, then yeah, they're terrorists. They had no legitimate grievances. But yeah, it's just interesting that this show came out when it did. I think it's very topical, but the message that Sam was trying to put forth was that we have to be sympathetic to people who are actually suffering, not those people who attack the Capitol. He doesn't have all the answers on how to deal with all the crises in the world, but he's willing to try to listen. He knows there will be so much hatred toward him for just being a black Captain America, but he's going to do it anyway, and because it gives him a voice to help those who are hurting the most, and it's definitely something to aspire to. Afterwards, he and Walker have like an acknowledging nod to each other, and Bucky says, "Nice job, Cap." I mean, Bucky, he watched Steve grow up, saw him become Captain America, was saved by him from his role as the Winter Soldier, and now he's calling Sam Cap. That's big. I can't understate how much that means, right? And then he pats him on the shield. Interesting choice there, considering the shield is his family, as he said before. And then Samya headed back to see Isaiah Bradley, had him recognized in the Smithsonian, put him in Captain America's exhibit, the same one. I almost didn't know how to feel about that, because I didn't think it was enough. Like, it's not justice for everything that Isaiah went through, and it's like a small bit of recognition, but at least the world will know what he did, and Sam did it without having to reveal to the whole world that Isaiah Bradley is still alive. And Isaiah seemed to take it well, so I guess I'll take it well too, but yeah, I wish there was an even happier ending. It honestly, because there's so many things that are happening in our world right now that are just so relevant. It reminded me of George Floyd again, because Derek Chauvin was just convicted like a couple days ago for murdering George Floyd, and he got what he deserved, this prison where this conviction. But I'm wondering, can it really be called justice when all the systems that allowed it to happen are still in place? So I don't think so. I don't think it's justice what happened with Derek Chauvin. I don't think we've achieved justice just yet. And I think Sam, I think I feel the same way about Isaiah Bradley. There's no justice here. There's only the little bit that Sam could do for him. And that's not to say that what Sam did wasn't really meaningful. I guess all we can do is try to be a little bit more like Sam, sympathize with those who have it worst and stand up for them, try to fix these institutional problems by reaching those in power and making sure they do what's right, or straight up replace them by going to the voting booths. And I think the power of Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson as Captain America has been that they're willing to stand up for what's right, no matter what the consequences are, no matter if it means going against those in power. And yeah, I think Sam makes a good Captain America. The way the show ends before the post-credit scene was Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Should have been Captain Falcon. I'm joking, but I'm glad one of the reporters or something said that out loud. Captain Falcon. Falcon punch. Okay. But yeah, the only power Sam has is he believes we can do better, and I believe it too, and I hope you do as well. If you followed me at all, you know I'm a big proponent of looking out after those who are oppressed. So yeah, head out and look out for those who need it most. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Really enjoyed this series. Looking forward to Loki as well. Leave a like, really helps with the channel. Full reaction on Patreon in the link in the description below. I'm going to try to get to Mortal Kombat tonight, but I just got my second vaccine yesterday and I'm feeling a little shitty. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye, friends.